have never seen a movie like that before. That's not a compliment. I am Brandon G. Roy. I just saw a movie. Let's talk about it. Moana 2026, the live action version that no one asked for. Oh, where do I begin with this movie? This really felt like a high school production of Moana in kind of the worst ways. Clearly, people are excited to be there, and there's some people with some talent, but it's clear to see that not a lot of people have the experience to really pull it off. Thomas Carl was the director of this movie, and if you're like, who's that? I, I don't even think Disney knew. I looked through his IMDb, and it seems like he only really has credits for directing TV episodes, TV specials, and filming stage productions of musicals, most notably Hamilton. Now, in that list, did you hear me say any feature-length films? No, you didn't. You didn't hear me say any of that. Additionally, we're talking about remaking Moana, their probably most popular property right now. Since starting Disney Plus, Moana has been probably their most viewed film ever. It is consistently the most viewed. The effects of that are clear to see when you see how well Moana 2 did at the box office, despite being a pretty mediocre film. Unfortunately, I think that gave Disney the wrong impression of what they could do with this property, give the lowest common denominator and reap the biggest rewards. And that's where Thomas Carl comes in, because he has so little credit that I'm sure he did not cost a lot to direct this. So where did all that budget go? I'm glad you asked. I'm sure it went to both special effects and just Dwayne Johnson. The direction Thomas Carl decided to go with, it was a choice. It was almost like he was asking them to pretend like they were animated characters, but then also at the same time not act and just kind of be weird stiff boards that imitated emotion but didn't actually exude any of it. Now, it was clear to see that these actors were having a really fun time making this film, no one more so than our new star here. Taking over the role of Moana is Catherine Lagaaya. You can see she is having the time of her life being there, working for Disney, starring in a huge blockbuster during the summer, and such an influential film for so many people. Unfortunately, my high school metaphor applies a little too well. There is a stiffness to her performance that anyone who is a theater kid has either done themselves or seen every other kid do. I don't think she is a hopeless cause as an actress in general. She does have a phenomenal voice, that hands down. I think she needs a lot more experience, a lot more training to really get through this awkward phase. I mean, she is very young. I said earlier that I think most of the money went into the special effects, and it shows. And I don't think it's always for the better. Occasionally it blends well with the sets that they do, but most of the time you could tell that they're just on a soundstage with green screen and they just try to get the lighting just right, but it's kind of painfully obvious. That's one of my things, like, if you're going to be taking place in the Pacific Islands, why not go to the Pacific Islands? Use your budget to actually just go there. It's gonna feel a lot more alive. You could get some really amazing shots. The cinematography could be incredible. There were times the special effects felt like pretty cool, and then other times where it wasn't cool. And then even more times where the movie so desperately just wanted to be animated, but couldn't because it's live action. I feel like we're losing the plot here. Lastly, let's get to the one you're all wanting to hear about. How did Dwayne Johnson do? Mr. Rock. Like most people in this movie, I think they forgot they could move. Like, did The Rock think he was still in the studio, like, doing the voice acting for the role? Because I'm like, sir, it's a full body thing. You know how to do this, right? You've done how many movies now? Again, like everyone else, he looked like he was having so much fun making this. I didn't have the best time watching it, but they had fun at least. Yes, the wig can be a little distracting at times, but occasionally he puts it up in like a ponytail or something like that, puts a hair tie in it of some sort, and it looks more natural sometimes. It gives it a little bit more oomph, a little more volume there. And I'm like, okay, you're kind of pulling it off. Let's roll with this. Overall, I couldn't have cared less about this movie. It was kind of like eating fast food. Like, you're expecting to have like a good, cheap, greasy experience, and then you get there and everything's bland and stale, and you're just like, well, I guess I ate food, but what was the point? This movie was soulless, directionless, had no voice. It's obvious that the only point this movie was ever made was because of how successful the brand of Moana is, and they just want to throw something out to make a quick buck. Like, Disney, you do realize that in the long term, this ain't gonna pan out. People are already sick of these live action remakes, and I doubt this is actually gonna do well at the box office. You need to give creatives the chance to make something new, fresh, cool, wonderful with this. Let someone with a clear vision and a passion for the project just have at it. Let them take some risks. Let some changes occur. Like, I'm not opposed to these live action remakes. Regardless of the issues, I really enjoyed Maleficent. It took the idea of Sleeping Beauty, which was kind of tired and done. Like, at the time, it was really good, but now no one cares about the story. We want something different, some more layers to the story. And it was so much fun to watch. And again, it still had some issues, but it was so fun. It had so much passion and heart to it. And it even got a sequel. At the end of the day, let's have a voice. Let's have a purpose for making whatever we make, Disney, please. For the love of God, have a vision. Anyway, those are my thoughts on the live action Moana. What did you guys think? Did you guys actually like it? Like, please let me know. Like, what am I missing? If you didn't like it, let's complain together. It's fun. Subscribe so you can see more of my reviews coming up, and I'll see you when I see another movie. Peace.